Alright YouTube, for this vlog I'll be talking about Star Wars news that the upcoming Rey movie, which I believe is like a Jedi Order style movie, is going to be worth the wait, which I am expecting and hoping that it will be. I'm confident it will be because, they seem to be taking a lot of time with the Star Wars projects now. Not that I'm complaining, but personally I find it easier to watch movies than shows, although I do want to catch up on the Star Wars shows. So I'll start by pitching this idea for the Rey movie is go back to Tatooine or Jakku, where it all started. Jakku is pretty much Tatooine, but it probably has more lore that I've yet to explore because I haven't read some of the Star Wars books in a while, but I definitely want to see a sort of C-3PO and R2-D2 like character in this movie, but have them not be the main focus because, it's Rey is her solo movie. I don't know if she's getting a trilogy or just a movie, but I think just one movie and we'll see where it goes is my prediction. But I do want to see something like this, which is a stormtrooper-like design with a lightsaber, and maybe that could be Finn's character. As we all know, he grew up as a stormtrooper, and although it was a little odd that he was on sanitation but knew hand-to-hand combat, not to complain, but I would like to see him gain even more hand-to-hand combat skills with lightsabers, because his fight with Kylo Ren in the first Force Awakens movie was incredible, and I'd love to see another scene like that. And I think on the Rey movie that they should go back to Hoth or some frozen planet, but a really frozen planet, because I feel like in The Last Jedi it wasn't as icy as it could have been, so I want to see Hoth again, because I don't think they should rely too much on nostalgia, but it's also cool to do that as well sometimes. And I don't know if it'll work because I'm kind of lost with the Star Wars timeline admittedly, but a character similar to Jude Law's character from Skeleton Crew could be cool and probably a good villain, because I'm expecting there to be a traitor amongst the Jedi Order, amongst Rey's Jedi Order, so it'll definitely be interesting to see unfold, but I hope it's done in an unpredictable way, but no complaints if it's not, I guess. Going back to what I was saying, I'd love to see Finn don his, or rather Poe's jacket that Poe gave him, but I want to see Poe in this trilogy or this movie as well, whichever route they go. I keep bouncing back and forth between trilogy and movie, but I definitely want to see Poe. I'm convinced he's Force sensitive and can learn some beautiful Jedi skills. It's maybe a bit niche, but I'd love to see Luke Skywalker flashback in his Return of the Jedi outfit, but with a blue lightsaber, because originally he was going to have a blue lightsaber. But one of my absolute favorite deleted Star Wars scene is when Luke has the lightsaber and he's going back and forth between the red and green, although it's probably not how modern lightsabers work after the retcon, but it's still a super cool scene nonetheless, and I'd love to see something similar with Rey in this trilogy or movie as well. And I think if Rey does turn to the dark side, that could be quite the plot twist, but also, kind of weird. I don't know, but I don't know, I just feel like Rey is just like designed in this movie to be like the epitome of the Jedi, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda, and something I definitely want to see is a flashback to Padme Amidala and perhaps her as a Jedi, but how that would work, I don't know, but all I know is I'm really excited for this movie, and I'm convinced that Daisy Ridley is right, that it'll be worth the wait, and yeah, overall I hope they make this movie long too, like at least 3 hours, because unless they're doing a long trilogy or planning to make seasons of this series, I think we should go all out. So just my opinion, I'm really excited for the movie nonetheless and all the other Star Wars projects. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned more soon. Goodbye.